Okay, go.
Everybody likes to look good. Everybody likes to feel good. Just like I stated in my last speech, this is what makes life enjoyable. There are many ways to do that. As I also stated in my last speech, one of those ways is watching movies with your family. But there are a lot of other healthy alternatives to do that that'll benefit you in the long run. Like exercise. Why exercise? Exercise reduces stress, it stimulates the brain, and it reduces your chances of getting upper respiratory diseases. Now, what makes me qualified to speak on this? I come from a family who loves to exercise. My father was a trainer working at LA Fitness. He instilled in me the passion to exercise and to stay fit at an early age. Because of that, now I exercise 5 times a day, making sure that I maintain a healthy body, and I haven't had a cold in the last 5 years. So let's start with my first point. Exercise reduces stress. Let's say, Grandma, you're coming home from a long day of work. You're pretty stressed out. If you would just do a couple push-ups or even some jumping jacks, it'll reduce your stress level. When exercising, reducing stress, it sends off endorphins in the brain, which act as neutral painkillers. And it also increases your ability to sleep. So it'll give you a good night's sleep as well. It also increases your ability to work. My second point is that it stimulates the brain. Now on my screen here, I have a picture of an unhealthy brain and what it looks like. Turn this around and show you all. That is an unhealthy, unstimulated brain. If we look here, this is a healthy brain. It has been well stimulated, and it functions properly. Working out, it stimulates the brain in these ways. First, it increases your long-term memory. And it releases off a plethora of hormones, which also help to fight upper respiratory diseases. Exercise also reduces your chances of getting diseases, as I stated earlier. Diseases like type 2 diabetes, breast cancer, and things of that nature. If you look here, this is an unhealthy heart who has been subject to all different types of diseases like the ones I listed before. Well, let's say Charlie here.
Goddamn problem.
Let's say Charlie grows up and he wants to go work out. Working out for him will keep him active and it will keep him from becoming obese. So let's help Charlie work out.
Yeah.
Working out increases the immune system. Healthy long-term workouts will help increase the immune system and builds up white blood cells, which are used to fight a bacteria that causes colds. And it prevents illnesses, as I stated earlier. Leaving for a healthier brain. Now here, I have a comparison between a healthy brain here and an unhealthy brain here. Unhealthy heart here.
Go back, Grandma. Go back.
exercise reduces stress. It stimulates the brain and decreases your chances of getting chronic diseases. I have a quote here. It says, "Fitness is not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than you used to be." And that being said, you don't want to strive to be better than someone else when you're working out because you'll push yourself beyond the limit and it becomes unhealthy. If you exercise too much, you would then begin to reduce the amount of white cells that help to fight off bacteria. So it's good to know when it's enough or when to stop.
That's a good point.
I would recommend working out 5 times a day or 5 days a week, 5 days a week for at least 30 minutes. That allows your bloodstream to flow to the brain, producing oxygen so that the brain works properly. It also allows the blood to flow quicker so that your heart rate is slowed down because there's not enough effort needed to pump blood. So why am I saying all of this? No, I'm not an expert on working out. I'm only 21. I still have a lot more learning to do. I say this because exercising is near and dear to me. Having relatives who have suffered from these illnesses, it made me more realize that I needed to work out and that I needed to stay healthy. And I hope that this teaches you to do the same. Do I have any questions?
Yes, I have a question. What if I have such a busy work schedule that I cannot work out 30 minutes a day? What would you recommend?
I would recommend that you work out in spurts, so say 5 minutes here or 5 minutes there. Or even I would say taking a walk or even a brisk jog whenever you feel like you have free time.
Why, thank you. Do you think that I should take a brisk walk after I've eaten so my food can digest before I lay down?
I would say when you're eating, you should wait just a little bit so your food can start to digest. Because when you're working out, your food can easily regurgitate back up from doing too much. So I would say take like a brisk walk, maybe like 15 minutes or so after you finish eating.
Thank you. I have another question. Usually when I get home from work, I'm really tired and then I have to run around and take care of the kids and I feed them and then I find myself eating before I go to bed. Is that healthy?
Can I respond that with a question?
Yes.
What time are you usually find yourself eating before you go to bed?
About 10:30.